Picture a world where there is no way you can protect your child or yourself. An invader slips through the walls like a silent predator, ready to attack you or your innocent child. You would be terrified if your family was in constant danger and you could not protect them. Yet that's what happens when you don't have your child or yourself vaccinated against infectious diseases. So, you might be asking, who needs vaccinations? People of all ages and especially children should receive immunizations to prevent infectious diseases. Vaccinations are vital to the health and well-being of children and adults. Without vaccines, people can get sick or even die from their illnesses. Children born in the United States start out life with a protection plan. The opportunity to receive vaccines against infectious diseases. Because of vaccines, childhood diseases such as measles, mumps, diphtheria, polio, whooping cough, and others are uncommon or even unheard of in America today. Not every country in the world offers the opportunity for protection that our country does. How effective are vaccines, you might ask? Data from scientific research and from other organizations such as the CDC proves the effectiveness of vaccines. At least 3 deadly diseases, diphtheria, polio, and smallpox, have been eradicated by the use of vaccines. Several other diseases have been wiped out as much as 99%. It is incredible that the rate for measles went from 530,217 cases annually to only 61 cases due to the measles vaccine. As you can see from the chart, vaccines are extremely vital for health. So, how effective are vaccines? Well, for instance, the polio vaccine is 100% effective. The cases went from 16,316 cases annually to 0. Diphtheria follows along at 100% effectiveness. Their cases went from 21,053 cases annually to 0. Smallpox is in the same boat at 100% effectiveness. Their cases went from 29,005 annually to 0. Whooping cough is 93% effective, but it is still very effective. The cases went from 200,752 cases annually to 13,506. By getting vaccinations, people will be better protected from infectious diseases. Here's an audio clip describing vaccines in 60 seconds.
Vaccines play an important role in protecting your health and the health of your family and community. You may think of vaccination as something only children need, but all adults also need to be vaccinated to protect their health and the health of their loved ones against potentially serious infections. Here's why you still need vaccinations no matter how old you are. Some vaccines you got when you were younger can wear off, so you may need a booster. Also, if there are vaccines you never got as a child, it may be recommended that you get them as an adult. It's important to get the flu vaccine every single year, as it's updated annually to best defend against the constantly changing virus, and your immunity decreases over the year. As we age, our immune systems weaken and put us at a higher risk for certain diseases like shingles or pneumonia and their complications. So after age 60, there are additional vaccines that are recommended. Take control of your health by making sure you are up to date on all the vaccines recommended for you.
When do you need them, and what is their importance? Well, schools and many daycare centers in most states, including Tennessee, require children to have had vaccinations prior to entering school. The CDC and other health organizations strongly urge parents to get their children immunized for infectious diseases as well as themselves. Everyone should get immunized for the flu every year. Older adults are encouraged to get pneumonia shots and shingles shots as part of their wellness plan. With the outbreak of the coronavirus, scientists and healthcare experts are feverishly working on developing a vaccine to control this terrible pandemic, while at the same time they are trying to understand it. Another question you might be asking is, what people should ask their doctor before getting vaccinated. Well, although the majority of people can safely receive immunizations, some people who have serious underlying health conditions may not be able to take some vaccines. If a person has had an allergic reaction to a previous vaccination, a second dose is not recommended. Other things that you might need to ask your doctor about if you experience seizures or other nervous system problems. Have you ever had Guillain-Barré syndrome? Have had a serious reaction to the vaccination within 7 days? Has diabetes? Or has severe pain or swelling after having a previous dose of a vaccine? Here are some arguments against vaccines that people might have. People who choose to not have their children vaccinated against infectious diseases and choose not to take vaccinations themselves have several arguments. Here are 4 common excuses for not getting vaccinations. Vaccines might weaken my child's immune system. Well, vaccines do not actually weaken the immune system because they introduce a dead virus into the body that actually improve or build the immune system. Getting so many vaccines at one time could harm my child. Well, babies are exposed to more germs than what meets the eye every day. The amount of dead germs in a vaccine is minimal, so the child's immune system can handle it very well. If a vaccine is not 100% effective, why should my child or I get one? This argument is especially aimed at the annual flu shot. The effectiveness of the flu shot varies from year to year. It is never 100% effective, but even at a fraction of the effectiveness, it can still help prevent a person from getting the flu, and if a person gets the flu, the shot will lessen the severity. Why should I have my child immunized if all the other kids in school are immunized? There is a mentality which is called the herd mentality. School is not the only place that children will go. With travel being very prevalent today, a child could be exposed to an infectious disease carried by a person from another state or country. If the child has not had immunizations, he or she could easily catch the disease. Here are 5 facts on vaccines. Vaccines are safe and effective. Vaccines prevent deadly diseases. Vaccinations provide better immunity than natural infections. Combined vaccines are safe and beneficial. And if we stop vaccinations, diseases will return. These 5 statements sum up my belief that vaccines should be part of everyone's health regime. The message of keeping your community safe and healthy by getting your and your child's vaccinations should be spread. Share your knowledge on this topic now that you have it on your social media and with your friends to get them protected too. Thank you all for tuning in.